functionality in the beta in HighLevel. Super exciting because they are coming out with a Callrail functionality that is going to show you call stats, the logs, how many times your client did or didn't answer the phone. You can also add number pools, cool stuff like that. And I also want to go through Q&A. So if you have any questions at all, make sure that you put them in the comments so that we can go through it. And I am going to go ahead and get started. If you were watching live with me, give me a hi, hello, wave at me, tell me you're here watching, and again, make sure you ask any questions you have at all. Just a disclaimer, this is not live yet, okay? This is not live. No ETA on go live date because it's in testing. So I just want to make that super clear that not everybody has this, okay? So when you agree to join a beta group, you also agree that you are going to use the software in its full capacity, that you're going to report any bugs. And because this responsibility falls on our shoulders, we have the obligation to and the duty to use it and report so that it can go live faster and get to you guys even faster. So with that being said, I'm going to show you here what's going on here. So it looks like, this is so strange, when I first load up this page, it actually does have statistics over here. So this is like a circle graph, and it shows like 16 answered, 2 missed, or whatever. And then this here, I let the dev team know they actually fixed it already. It was like January to December, but it was December of last year. So they've actually already fixed this. You can see how many calls your clients are getting and how many, they answered and whatnot. These, I think they're still working out these here. I'm going to go ahead and go into the call logs here. So you can see here, now this is a little buggy at the moment because it says answered yes, but it also says it was answered if it was a voicemail. So they're still working that out. I'm working on with the dev team on that. It doesn't work correctly right now, but like I said, they're working it out. And here you can see that you can actually speed up the call 1.5 to 2 and then back down to 1. So if you're listening to these and it's like super boring or whatever, you can actually speed it up. And that actually took a long time to load, so I'm going to let the dev team know about that as well. You can also download the recordings now, and you can also delete the recordings. So if you're worried about like giving credit card numbers or whatever over the phone and you want to be PCI compliant, for example, like you need to go ahead and delete those recordings. And then you can also do a thumbs down if the call was not qualified, which is actually pretty cool. I'm not sure what the point of this is yet, but looks promising there. Oh, hey, Steph. She says, did you have to do anything to change it to Callrail? It's still the old version for me. Okay, yeah. So at the beginning of the call, I explained that this is actually a beta, so not everybody has this. If you want to be part of the beta group, you can let the dev team know, and I'm sure that they will let you participate in this. There is no ETA on when this is actually going to be released yet because it's still in testing. So depending on how much we test it and get the bugs worked out is going to determine the release date. So it's pretty exciting though because, like I said, you can do all this stuff, but then you also have ability to add a number pool. Hey Ken, hey Jeremy. So what I'm going to do you guys want to see the number pool thing? So I'm going to show it to you anyway. Basically, this is just like Callrail. I think they modeled it off of Callrail. You can either track visitor activity or a marketing campaign. So this is for like PPC website visitors, and this is for like a single marketing campaign. So I'm going to do the multiple numbers. Hey, Wayne. And if you guys like this, make sure you give me a thumbs up and give me some engagement. Give me a wave. Hi, hello. We're previewing the new Callrail functionality that's not released yet. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for showing this to you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I want to do all visitors here, and then I'm going to click on create a pool. Now check this out. This is super cool. So I'm going to say my number pool is a test, and then I can do 8 new tracking numbers. So it looks like I have to do between 4 and 30, okay? And I actually did have a number pool in Callrail before I canceled it and moved everything to HighLevel, and it was not cheap to run a call pool in Callrail. It was super expensive, and my client ended up not needing it anyway, so I went ahead and when I moved everything to HighLevel, I just got rid of the number pool, saved myself a bunch of money per month, and just used the one number. But I'm really excited to do this because we do Facebook and PPC, and it's a great way to track your different campaigns. So, hey, Wayne. So you can forward it here. So basically, this 4 to 30 here, it says it determines how many concurrent visitors we can track on your site at any given time. Your pool should be a quarter of the peak hourly traffic reported in Google Analytics with a minimum of 4 numbers. Absolutely love that they have that on there, because you're sitting here going, how many numbers do I actually need? I don't want to buy too many, even though HighLevel uses Twilio, so it's really only like $1 per number. So it's super cheap compared to Callrail. And then this says, tell us which phone should ring when the customer calls your tracking phone number. This is typically your primary business phone number. So what I'm going to do is just put a fake number in there. And then the swapping number, okay, so this is where you put the number that you want to swap on the website. That's pretty cool. So what you do there is, let's say the business phone number is this, but you're going to have this new number pool. So you put code on the website where at the top of the page, and then it's actually going to switch out the number for the right number in the pool according to the marketing campaign. So this is really, really cool. And I'm assuming here that this is actually going to just give me a code here. So I guess I just bought 4 new phone numbers. So let's see what happens. Okay. So, okay, cool. So this is choose a phone number, numbers local to this or whatever. So, or I can do a different area code. So if you guys are watching, you want to pick your area code, just give me an area code in the chat real quick, or I can just pick one here. I'm going to do this one. See what happens. Okay. Okay, so this says the short message that plays before the call. This is super cool. So what you can do with this is every time you have a new call, you can be like, call from Facebook or whatever. And then this says, this is going to say, like, this is going to be played to the caller. So this is going to be, for example, this call is going to be recorded for quality assurance purposes. So if you have that enabled, then that's what that means. So then activate number is going to turn on the number. I really don't want to buy 4 phone numbers right now, but this is how you do it, and very, very similar, if not exactly the same, to Callrail. And then what you're going to do after that, like I said, is they're going to give you a code probably for your website that you put in, and it's automatically going to replace that main phone number at the top of the page to the right call pool number. And then what you can do is you can actually go back to your call logs, and you see these here, keywords, landing page, device type. This is actually going to update with the keywords that were used, the landing page that they landed on, and the device type that they were using when they came in through that campaign. So if you guys have used Callrail, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about this new functionality. I'm really interested to see what you guys think about this. And if there's anything missing or anything that you use that's critical to Callrail that you're saying, hey, until you guys get this feature, I will not switch to HighLevel. Let me know in the comments as well, because HighLevel, guys, has replaced all the tools I use in my agency, and it's about to get even sweeter. $297 a month for unlimited clients, and it's $1 for phone number. So it's super affordable, and it's an all-in-one. You can read all the conversations that your clients are having with their clients. You can have pipe drive functionality, reputation management, funnels, everything. Like it's crazy. And like I said, I use it for everything now. I'm all in on this platform and super excited to be part of the beta. And if you guys want to try this software, you can get a free 14-day trial. If you use my link, I will give you my HighLevel course for free and also my snapshots. If you have any questions, guys, let me know in the comments, because I'm doing a live Q&A right now. I would love to answer any questions that you guys have about the platform or the call tracking, anything that you guys want to know. Go ahead and ask me in the comments. And like I said, this is for the beta group right now, but I'm really excited when they roll this out to everybody, because it's going to be awesome. So let's see. Scott says, are they implementing membership functionality anytime soon? That's a great question, Scott. So do you know about the Ideas website? So this is actually what HighLevel uses to determine what they're going to release next. So let me see if I can filter it by vote. Okay, yeah. So I don't know if you saw my interview with Sean Clark, the co-founder, but they are actually prioritizing right now. They are prioritizing the speed issues and the like laggy, weird bugginess. They're prioritizing fixing all of that before they do anything else. They have most of their team allocated to fixing these issues because they founded their software for marketing agencies. So it's super important to them that we are happy. So that's the first thing they're doing. Then they're working on this Callrail beta, and they are also working on coming out with reporting. So that is this one here, marketing stats. So I know those are for sure on their top list. Let's keep looking here. So you asked me specifically about membership. Panda doc feature, so like they have docs on their list. This is cool. They use Twilio lookup to determine if the phone number is a cell phone, so we only send SMS to cell phone. So like if you guys have HighLevel, you can actually go to this ideas board and you can vote for your favorite features that you want them to implement. Hey Joel, so let's see if I can do a search for membership. Ability to add membership area in Funnel Builder, or ability to embed 20 to 30 videos in a clean page. That's a lot. There's 8 votes for that. I'm just gonna look for member because I feel like more people voted for this. Part of the problem with this site is that there's so many duplicate ideas. They really need to go in here and clean this up. Yeah, so it looked like there was 8 votes for the membership, but I know that they have some plans. I mean, he mentioned membership coming this year, early this year, but honestly, personally, I would rather them iron out the bugs and the speed than like adding more new functionality, because, you know, that's just my preference. I want it to be reliable for my clients. And I know like people have tried. Scott, if you're still watching, people have actually opened up the membership areas on ClickFunnels and then tried to import it into HighLevel with the, you know how they have that feature where you can literally one-click copy funnels from ClickFunnels into HighLevel. People are actually going in here and they're like, I'm just going to show you real quick. So right here where it says import from ClickFunnels, they put their ClickFunnels URL in there and it copies it pretty directly. I mean, it takes like 30 seconds. And the only thing I've noticed that it doesn't do right is the icons. So if you have like a bunch of little icons in your funnel that you're using, it doesn't bring those over. But other than that, it brings over pretty much everything else. I want to do a client portal like some folks do in ClickFunnels for high-level training. Yeah, so you can actually create like an onboarding portal in HighLevel if you don't care if it's locked down or not. Make it some weird link that no one would guess and then give them that. That's one way to do it. But, you know, let me know what you find out on that too. We've actually completely automated our onboarding process in HighLevel for our agency. It's pretty sweet. So we've got the whole process from like the Panda doc. So what we do is we send them from a Panda doc, they pay, and then they come into HighLevel automatically. And then they're sent the onboarding automatically. When they fill out the onboarding, they're put into the right pipeline, depending on the product. And then they go through the whole journey, customer retention, and then like up to 90 days. So actually one of our clients, we automated their client retention up to 6, well, actually it's infinite, but we did it up to 6 months and then we just basically made it go forever. So every month their clients are getting an email from them that says, hey, it's time to schedule our end of the month meeting, and they don't have to do anything. So they're loving it so far. But yeah, that's how you clone the funnels. And I would love to know if you try it, Scott, because I'm interested in that as well. Actually, I just had my team move all of my funnels off of ClickFunnels officially. Like I'm going to cancel it this month. So I'm really excited about saving $97 a month on ClickFunnels. So if you guys want to get off ClickFunnels, give me a 1 in the comments, because if enough people are interested in this, I'm definitely going to have my team help you guys out getting your funnels off ClickFunnels so you can save like 100 or 300 bucks a month for sure. I know a lot of people have HighLevel and they have ClickFunnels because they don't have time to move their funnels off of HighLevel, so, or off of ClickFunnels. So that's going to be important. And again, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm doing a live Q&A today, and we just went over the Callrail functionality. So if you are just now tuning in, make sure that you watch the replay because I don't want to bore everyone that already saw. Also, is there a way to reset funnel stats in HighLevel? I have a ton of wrong data from me going in and out and testing. Ooh, that's a great question, Scott. Actually, I have never tried to do that, but let me see if I can find something here. Oh, stats. No stats. Okay, filters. Okay. Well, looks like you can definitely filter the date. As far as resetting the data, I honestly have not tried that. You might want to go and jump in Slack and see what they say, because they may have to do it for you. They may not have that yet, but that's something you can always add to the idea board for sure. I'm waiting to move from ClickFunnels until after FHL. That's funny. Yeah, I thought about going, but it was kind of like bad. It was bad timing, and then they said they were gonna double the ticket price, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pay $2,000 just to go to a conference. That's kind of a lot for me. So, but Wayne, I'm interested to know how FHL goes, and I heard maybe it's the last one. Is it really the last one? I don't know. Alexander says, is it like Callrail? Yes, it is like Callrail, Alexander. Thank you so much for asking. So you're going to see an overall dashboard of call stats. I'm losing my voice. Here, sometimes this loads and then it disappears. It's really weird. So I need to tell the dev team about that. Like I said, this is in beta, so it's not ready to go live yet. You're going to also see the call logs here. You can see if they answered and if it was their first phone call or not. And then you can also set up number pools that you can use for marketing campaigns to track keywords, landing page, and device type. When you listen to these calls, you can speed it up to 2x, back to 1. So you can download them, you can delete them, you can mute. Why would you listen to it and then mute it? I don't know what that's for. And then this qualified call thingy, I never used it. I don't even know, honestly. Hey Reno, I don't even know if Callrail had this thumbs down. Do you guys know if it had this? I never used this thing, and I don't know what it's for. Maybe it's for the call stat page. Let me see if it's on there. And also, if you guys want me to test anything or show you anything on this call, let me know, because that's what I'm doing today. But you can see here, it's like super slow. They are working out the slowness. This is beta, so it's probably even slower than production. So I don't see anything about call disqualifications on this page. Yeah, so you can do the date, but that's about it. So, and the data only started in December because that's when they started the beta stuff. So it doesn't go back any farther than that. Does this mean HighLevel has inbound calls now, or is it tracking answers? I'm not sure what you mean. Does HighLevel have inbound calls? So HighLevel uses Twilio to provide like a soft phone, which actually forwards to your client's desk phone or cell phone number. So it's tracking answers when they only call the forwarded number. There's no way they can tell if they just call your client's cell phone what the stats are. Does it transcribe the call? No, I don't believe so. It does not appear to be that it transcribes the call. But you can listen to it and download it. So if you download it and use some kind of software, I'm sure you could do it that way. Can you explain what happens when adding a call event to a campaign? I currently use Callrail with a whisper message, which alerts the front desk when a call is coming in from Facebook. Does the call action work the same? Okay, thank you for your question, Peter. And when you add a call event to the campaign, what happens is, depending on where you put it in the campaign, it is going to call your client first. And then when your client answers or doesn't answer, let's say they answer their phone when the automation calls them. It's going to say connecting you to Peter Rudd, and then it's going to then dial the lead. And then if the lead doesn't answer, you can actually set up HighLevel to do an automated voice drop after that. If the lead answers, it's considered a response. So you want to make sure that you have stop on response turned on in that case, so you don't continue to barrage the lead with communication. But yes, when you set up that call action in HighLevel, you can have it do a custom whisper message now. That's a fairly new feature. I think it came out a couple months ago. So hopefully that answers your question. Hi, Jared. Reporting, okay. Calls made. So here's the thing with the reporting. I was actually just getting ready to put in a ticket with the dev team after this, because the reporting sometimes it loads the whole thing and then goes back to 0. So I'm trying to figure that out. Like I said, it's beta, but it will tell you this is like a circle graph here. So it'll say answered and missed in like a circle graph. So earlier this said like 16 answered and 2 missed. And then top sources, if you set that up, those will show here. Number of total calls here. Yesterday, this was January up to December, and I was like, guys, it's December of last year, so you need to put it on the left. So they fixed that. They did it overnight. They did it really quickly, so I'm really impressed by that. And then this says answered, how many were answered, how many were missed, and first time. So this isn't working right for me. I've tried Chrome, I've tried Firefox. I'm like, why is this not, why is this a 0, guys? Like I said, when I loaded it on Chrome, it said 16 and 2, and then it literally blanked itself out. So I thought it was my Chrome extensions. So I decided to use Firefox instead, and it did not help at all. Hey, Ryan. Hey, John. Does that work for manual call, power dialer, and also click to call from opportunities? You mean the beta? Oh, I see what you're saying. The call reporting, does it work for power dialer? That is an awesome question. I'm going to actually have to test that because I have not tested that yet. Didn't even think about it. Didn't cross my mind. So I'm going to make a note to test the power dialer with the beta, and I'm going to ask them all. So that's a good question. Thank you. Similar to Pipedrive, where management can track activities of users and reporting. So Jared, that's an awesome question too. I know that Sean has told me that the HighLevel team is working on coming out with reporting next. But since there are speed problems, as you know, they are 100% devoted to fixing the speed problems. I'm sure they will come out with reporting after this. I don't know, and I'm not certain if the manual call is part of this reporting or not. So I will have to find that out. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully that was for like fixing the speed. I don't know. Hopefully I answered your question. Cool, guys. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you want to sign up for HighLevel for free 14 days, use my link because I will give you a free course and a free snapshot. And also, go check out my YouTube channel. I just got a URL, my own URL on YouTube now. I'm super excited. Christine Seal. You can find me over there, and I do a lot of these videos on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe over there because I'm trying to build that over there, and appreciate that. I'll send you my power dialer if you do that, so that's kind of my gift for doing that, my power dialer script. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will see you next Friday.